Both documented and undocumented immigrants are afraid of being detained in Puerto Rico as the federal immigration crackdown continues. A Venezuelan woman with temporary protected status told me that sometimes she's afraid of leaving her house, especially when she sees news of raids on TV. Her humanitarian protection from deportation ends in September, and the legal options for her to remain in Puerto Rico, where she's lived for the past 9 years, aren't easy to achieve. It's like living with a shadow hanging over me, one that constantly reminds me that my stay here isn't guaranteed, she told me. Returning to Venezuela, a country racked by political crisis, would destroy everything she's managed to build here. However, she still has legal status and should theoretically be protected from detention and deportation. Migrants without legal status are being rounded up even if they're on a pathway to citizenship. A Dominican man who spoke with me mere hours after he was released from one of several temporary detention facilities in the archipelago told me that conditions were, quote, very bad. He complained about not getting much food or water, having to walk everywhere in chains, and seeing many fellow Dominicans getting sick. He's on a pathway to citizenship through his wife, who's a U.S. citizen. Another migrant, also on a pathway to citizenship, said that he received appropriate food and water while detained here, however, that he was, quote, abused once he was moved to Chrome, a detention facility in Miami where at least 2 people have died so far this year. At Chrome, he said he lived mostly off of bread and was packed into a room with 40 or 50 people, even though it was designed for much less. They treat you like an animal, he said. If you want to read more about fear and detention in Puerto Rico, check the link in our bio or head over to the latinonewsletter.org.